started off with the brows first, and I actually use 3 products. I use a brow pencil, an eyeliner to create hair-like strokes at the front of the brow, and a brow gel to seal everything in place. And so we can go ahead and move on to the eyes. For my eyes, I also prime them with 3 products as well. I use an eye primer to prevent my eyelids from being oily, a concealer to create an even and lighter canvas, and a loose setting powder just to make sure that the concealer has no chance of creasing or moving, and just to make sure that everything is set. Starting off with an orange shade, you just want to blend that into your crease as your transition color. You don't have to worry about it looking perfect because it's just there to create a nice blend with the other colors that we're going to be using today. Next, taking a red-orange color, I'm going to more precisely put this in my crease and slightly blend upwards just to create a nice gradient in between the orange and now this red-orange. But don't blend it upwards too much. The main bulk of that color is going to remain in the crease. Now taking a dark purple shade, I start by putting that shade in the outer part and in the inner parts of my eyes, and then I begin to further blend this color into my crease and then connect the two by blending this shade in the middle of my crease. Then to further blend the colors and to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines, I'm going to be taking the brush that I used, the orange red shade, with no additional product on that brush, just to go ahead and blend it even further. Taking the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes, I'm now going to use it to cut my crease in the middle to start to create that halo eye effect. Now taking a shimmery gold color, I'm going to be applying that directly on top of the concealer as my primary lid shade. Then taking more of that dark purple shade, I'm going to start to blend the edges of the shimmery gold color just so that there's a nice gradient effect and there aren't harsh lines. Now to bring in some more color into the look, we're going to go ahead and take a green shade and use that just as we would a regular other eyeliner. Then off camera, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lashes just to tie the whole look in together. Unfortunately, my camera wasn't on when I was applying my primers, but I just used a hydrating base and also a base that is going to cause my foundation to stick more to my skin. And then with applying the foundation, all I did was just dot it all over my face and then proceeded to blend it out with the sponge. Next, I'm going to be taking 2 concealers for no other reason than they were just in front of me. And first, I'm going to be taking that Haley's concealer and just applying it underneath my eyes and down the center of my face. And I'm just doing the same thing with the Neutrogena concealer and just applying that lightly over top of it. Then taking my sponge, I'm just going to proceed to blend all of that out. Now for setting the concealed areas, I'm going to be taking 2 powders. Underneath my eyes, I'm using a more warm toned powder and then a more yellow toned brighter powder just to brighten up under my eyes. And then for the rest of my face, the center of my face, I'm just going to take that warm toned powder to set it. Now just taking a regular pressed powder, I'm going to use that to set all other areas on my face that I haven't already set with those loose powders. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to first take the darker purple shade that I used and just run that along my lower lash line, and then use the orange shade that I used as my transition shade to blend it out. And then I'm going to be taking the same color that I used for my lid shade as my inner corner shade. Then for my lower lashes, I'm just going to be taking some black mascara and coating them. Now to finish off my face, I'm going to be using a combination of products. First, to bronze, I'm just going to be taking a darker brown shade just to bronze up my skin, not really doing much contouring, just bronzing to keep that soft sort of look. Then I'm going to be taking a shimmery pink blush just to create not only color on the cheeks, but also a highlighted effect on the cheeks. And then on top of that, I took a little bit of a darker red color and then just made sure to blend that out with the other side of my blush brush. Then to make sure the center of my face was highlighted, I just went in with a gold shade. Next, taking a brown lip liner, I'm just going to use that to not only line my lips, but also fill in just the sides of my top and bottom lip. Taking a nude peachy colored lipstick, I'm just going to be using that to fill in the center of my lips and just further blend that in with the lip liner that I put down. Then to add a bit more shine to the lips, I'm going to go ahead and take a nude lip gloss and just lightly tap and blend that together with my lips. And finally, I'm going to finish off this look just by setting my face with some setting spray.